Welcome back, folks and friends. Connecting Dots 2 here. We're Monday night here, March 12th, 2018. It's late on the West Coast. I'm wrapping up the day. I've been busy with other things, and I just haven't had an opportunity to come out here and let you all know that I have to go live over on my backup channel, Connecting Dots 3, because I've lost the ability to do it here. And there's a reason why I have to go live. I'm about to tackle that reason right now. However, I can't give you all the information that I really want to give you because I want to actually deal with the salmon issue also. Because as soon as I go over some of this stuff, people will say, oh yeah, Kevin Blanche. No, hang tight. Relax, okay? Let's deal with this common sense. But first of all, what I need to do is just go over some of the events. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but yesterday marked the 7th anniversary of the tsunami Fukushima nuclear disaster. Well, I got to tell you right now, you want to get the kids out of the room because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hold myself as I go over this story here. That's out of Canada, of all places. As I said, I live right here on the beach, on the West Coast, and I traveled back and forth across Canada on top of that in 2011 with these two high-end Geiger counters. Cashed in my silver and bought these two Geiger counters and traveled back and forth, and people were ridiculing me when I picked up the radiation. Even on one occasion when it was verified the same day I was there in Alberta, I picked it up in the rain. Health Canada said the same thing. On that day they had picked it up also in the rain in Alberta. It was on the outskirts of Calgary that day for myself. Long story short, this is really disgusting, and you might want to get the kids out of the room because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hold myself back. So this piece of poo news comes out of Canada, CBC News, and it deals directly with, my hometown. While the province I'm in, British Columbia, I'm right here on the coastline. This is disgusting. When I read the story, I was like, okay, hold on a second here. Let's go take a look at this. So as you can see right off the get-go, no adverse effects. Go back to bed. Oh yeah, that's what they want you to do. From Fukushima. Yeah, no adverse effects. Don't worry about it. All is good. Fucking liars. Sorry, that had to come out. That's why I told you to get the kids away. They're fucking liars. Liars. So I can't get into the whole story right now. Like I said, I'm kind of tired. And can you imagine how agitated I'm going to be when I actually get into this? You're going to be pretty pissed off too. And I live right here on the West Coast. You remember, my family wouldn't even listen to me when I was talking about this. Even after I found it, they still didn't believe me. I had arguments with my mother that in 2011 in the spring as I was going on my radiation tour. I begged her. I said, don't pay for her flight to Ottawa. I'm traveling across Canada. I'm doing a radiation tour. Keep her on the ground with me. She's much safer. No. I want her to get here in Ottawa right away. I want to fly her now. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't listen to me. Wouldn't listen to me. Put her in the plane. I'm like, fuck, it's the worst thing to do. But what do you do with people with no education that don't want to get educated? And yeah, my own mother, like that, wouldn't even get educated on Fukushima or radiation. And she was married to a firefighter. My father was a firefighter. That's why I had enough intelligence. I understood the jet stream, while radiation is kind of like smoke, except one's worse than the other. But guess what? They get caught in the jet stream. Guess what's going to happen? You don't need to be a nuclear scientist to figure that one out. Even after I told her, I said, listen, the Geiger counters here on the West Coast, on the tops of the buildings in Vancouver, they turned them off. 6 days after the explosion, Mom, think about it. She couldn't even figure that one out. People wouldn't believe me. I'm like, come on, think about it. Why would they turn the Geiger counters off? Our first line of defense. The news is corrupt. That's what many of you are realizing, eh? These Freemasons, how it connects right up to the leaders of all the world, every country, every queen, king, you name it, they're Freemasons. The secret societies, they're doomed. They're doomed. There's too many people waking up to this shit show. Anyways, I got to get into this because this is really a shit show. I kid you not. So I can't get into all the information. I'm sorry. There's nothing I'd love more to ramble on here for at least 45 minutes to pull into all the salmon. I got all the bookmarks, if you're wondering. I got all the bookmarks. I've been saving this stuff. 2018 Radical Salmon Bra. I've been saving all this stuff. Here's what we're going over right now, just these few pages. And I can't even get into everything that I want to share with you guys. But I'm going to do a quick roundhouse just to let you know how much CBC piece of poo newspaper, lions, sons of you know what. A team of researchers at Simon and Fraser University Nuclear Science Lab collected soil and salmon samples from the Canal and Harrison rivers and used high-resolution gamma ray. What? My spectrometer. Do you guys remember? I wanted to buy a spectrometer in 2014. I told you guys I want to buy, and I am going to. I'm playing the cryptocurrencies. I'm doing really well. Watch out. The gamma spectrometer is going to be in my hands. And I will do testing all the time, and I will give you the truth, not like these lying sons of... I wish I could say it, but you guys already know how I feel, eh? Here's the most important thing. Just remember this. The cesium-134 and the 137 are fission fragments that do not exist in nature and therefore can be directly attributed to nuclear reactions. Just remember that for now. I got to keep this video short. I got to keep my temper under wrap. I'm very disgusted. This is the this is the paper that was published from the Simon University. It's regarding Fukushima-derived radioactivity measurements in Pacific salmon and soil samples collected in British Columbia, Canada. Okay, so I can't read the whole thing. You'll have to hit the space bar. But what it comes down to is that they're addressing the concerns of the activity and concentration and cesium-134, 137. Okay, and they talk about how everything they've collected here. It says that the Pacific salmon collected at the Kilby Provincial Park in 2013 and Canal River, BC 2014 using low background gamma ray spectroscopy in addition to soil samples and a single roof debris sample. A single. These people, now you know why I want the gamma spectrometer, were collected and analyzed to provide a record of the Fukushima-derived contamination in BC. Wow. Went to 2 rivers, took a few soil samples and 1 roof, and that derives corrupt. Cesium-134 was not detected in salmon samples. Cesium-137 was not detected in any of the sockeye or chum samples, although it was detected in all of the Chinook samples. The weighted average, and this is unimportant. I'm going to go skip right to what's important here, because they downplay it, the annual dose, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then it goes on to, it says here, cesium-134 was detected in all but 2 of the soil samples. That's right, all. How many samples? I don't know. I'll go looking for this stuff, but they don't say it here, because it's the abstract. I'll find out how many soil samples, but all of them but 2. And the best is when you continue reading, guess what it says here? A weak positive correlation was observed between the presence of cesium-134 and beryllium-7, suggesting that the cesium-134 arrived via atmospheric deposition. Yeah, I live right here on Vancouver Island. Sydney Airport had, was it iodine-131, 6-8 days after the meltdown? It was 300 times above the legal drinking limit. That's what they found in the water at the airport here. That's the only Geiger counter they left running in Vancouver after they turn all the other ones off on the tops of the buildings in Vancouver. Our first line of defense. These people are corrupt. Cesium-137 was present in every soil sample. There you go. BC, 100% contaminated. Although the total radiocesium, blah, 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 was significantly less. It is. It's less. So now you can understand why, and I have to get into this. I don't have time for it right now, folks. We'll do it another time. It's the end of the night here. Literally, I should be in bed at this point. So the gamma spectrometer, that goal's not gone away. I'm playing the cryptocurrencies. Watch out. I'm making more money than ever before. I'm going to buy this machine. I haven't raised very much in donations, even though I've been trying since 2014. Nobody seems to think it's important. And you may recall how I was red flagged by the nuclear industry when I first started talking about this in 2014, how I wanted to buy a gamma spectrometer. Well, now we know why. So Meet me over here. Connecting Dots 3 is turned into